Okay, welcome back to our module 3, Integrated Creation. Um, it is the last module for our class, Miracle of Thinking. The learning objective is for you guys to have the opportunity to voice your viewpoint and engage in negotiation aimed at arriving at the conclusion of your design. You could practice employing principles of collaborative design and effectively selecting novel ideas from diverse perspectives because you will work as a team to brainstorm. The roadmap, okay, for this week is week 11. I will provide some information regarding brainstorming technique and approach to practice your skill based on your knowledge that we have learned throughout the class. I will recap video on how to brainstorm. This video is on LEB2. You can watch it when you go to the tab of our class. There is a tab of Learn It. You can select that tab and then there will be like module 3 video. You'll be able to practice step-by-step skill development to do the brainstorming and selecting idea for design. The evidence is that each of you will turn in the individual part of this design today before 11 p.m. Okay, so that will be this evidence. Next week, there will be practice brainstorming in a group, smaller group. This week it will be like big group, like 9, 11 is okay, like that. But then next group gonna be like 2 or 3 people. Okay. And the evidence for next week will be the activity assignment. Okay. And then week 12, I will also inform about the final assignment for module 3. For week 13, regarding the final assignment, there will be the time for I randomly select a main problem. I have the theme of it, but I will let you guys randomly select the main problem and sub items. Okay. So week 13, we will still have a short class, I would say. And then you could either work together in a class online or you could work offline, but still we need to meet on week 13. Okay. Then week 14 gonna be for your consultation time with me. Lastly, week 15, since this assignment, you will need to submit PDF file and video. Okay. So week 15, we will not present in class, but we will watch video of another section. Okay. Similarly, another section will watch your video as well. Okay. So that's a milestone or plan for this module 3. Okay. Regarding the proportion of score or points, the class activity assignment, my idea today in class, you have a total of like the maximum point is 3. And the activity assignment next week, maximum point is 7. In class mean I will allow some time for you guys to work in class. The due time is before 11 p.m. Okay. The final assignment, you need to submit before the presentation day. I will have a due date for you guys on the LEB2, right? And then I will remind you guys as well. So that will be 20 points. Also, your video part will have total of like 10 points coming from the assessment from another section and the professor that's of that section for these 10 points, and then 3 points coming from like peer assessment. Oh no, that one will be in the overall grade. Yeah, for peer assessment. Yeah. So this one will come from another section, and Let's see. Yeah, I will go in detail a little bit later. Okay. Regarding the knowledge of this practice, you practice create an innovation by combining features and characteristics of two or more elements or items or concepts together. It should be consistent in proportion, shape, and function based on the principle of team innovation design. Team innovation design requires you to brainstorming together as a group, finding similarities of what you have already brainstormed and bringing them together to form a group ideas. Then each member will help select ideas that arise from a joint decision to create a unique concept. Your team will get the results according to the question or specify conditions, the prompt that we decide together. Okay. Class activity. So we begin with this hierarchy of skill training. At the first one, the base one, you will practice expressing idea or thoughts based on identifying distinctive feature of the subject matter. Okay. Second part, you will seek for important ideas together. You could group them by similarity and difference, meaning that you group the idea that you already brainstorm. Okay. It could be fact about main item, fact about sub item. It could be the function of the main item, the function of the sub item. Okay. So this is very important. It's the skill that you will practice in this module 3. Okay. For a student who just joined, if you haven't checked the attendance, you could type your name in the chat box. I will check for you later. Okay. The third part is to present ideas and thought. And to reach the conclusion of the team, you will need to negotiation within the group for best result. Let me give example. So after you do the brainstorming, then you could analyze them, the idea, whether, oh, this idea is quite similar. You could group them together. Oh, this idea is different. Is this a new topic? You could like separate them like that. After that, each individual could propose what they have seen in the brainstorming, right? They could propose their own point of view or their own concept, right? So each person proposed their own concept. Then after that, you will need to make a decision as a group. Oh, this concept is provide this feature. Oh, this concept provide another feature. Shall we combine them all or just we pick one? So your group need to design, right? And make decision. Okay. So today we will practice the brainstorming process and then the proposed individual propose. Then next week you will practice negotiation with your group members. Which idea shall we propose as a group? Shall we combine them all? Or shall we pick just one? Like that. Okay. Lastly, you will practice create an innovation by choosing the concept that are blend. The creation should be new, outstanding based on the given of the challenge. Okay. So this one is you could aim to practice it during your final assignment, I would say. Or even today you could like try whether you could reach that. But for today I would say the minimum is that two level here. Okay, for today. The definition. Integration is referred to blending knowledge from two or more bodies of knowledge okay, systematically. It assists, it helps us, learner, in learning about concepts in an integrated manner and responding to the need and interest of the learner. The definition of integrative creation, okay, it is focus of learning management during our time here that the world of disruptive technology, there are many technology that have been developed. You can practice advanced thinking skill and apply knowledge of professional skill that you have learned from your core course. Also, you integrate the soft skill to create innovations that can solve problems and support social development. In order to obtain such outcome, you practice integrate knowledge or concept. And this class allow more opportunity for you to practice creating, design, and possibly new things. Okay. A little bit more detail regarding the brainstorming part here. You could use thinking tools to list ideas and thought and differentiating elements such as, oh, my main item. What is their external appearance? What is the shape? What are the colors? What are the size? What are the working principle of it? What is the properties? What are the properties that it have? Okay. So when you brainstorm, you could ask yourself this kind of questions. It's similar to like module 2, right? You use scamper technique to ask yourself question, or you use what if to ask yourself question in order to design, right? So this one, you ask yourself, oh, I got this main item. What am I thinking about it? What are the fact of it? What are the properties of it? Okay. You got your sub item. What are the properties of it? For example, in the past, this is the theme, the topic. Okay, the main item was the rice cooker, and the sub item is the squid. Our class, we suggest students to use the post-it brainstorm method. Okay, I create like template on Canva for you guys, so you could using it, or you could create a new one. I don't mind either. I suggest to color code each member idea or indicate with ID. So the post-it, right? When you use post-it brainstorming, please write the name, your name on the post-it color that you want to use. And then you could, and please use that color when you brainstorming. Okay, this is very important when you work as a team. I highly recommend that you use color code post-it. Okay. What does it mean, main item? When you get the main item, it need to function as a rice cooker still, meaning that when you decide, you need to keep in mind that your rice cooker still need to be able to cook rice. Okay, that's one of the meaning of main item. Okay. And I suggest when you design, try when you already brainstorming, you could select idea to propose your individual thought, right? When you select idea and you want to propose it, please propose based on reality as well. Meaning that, let's say, I am interested in the properties of the squid. It have like tentacle, right? Tentacle. But when I design, I cannot control how squid tentacle working. Okay. If I really want to use the tentacle properties or the tentacle in my rice cooker, for example, I would need to propose something like a robot arm. Instead of mentioning oh, I will use Squid Tentacle to collect something for me. So I do not recommend that. Okay, please try to design based on the reality and the technology that we have um, currently of oh, we could blend this technology in order to achieve some function of the rice cooker, for example. Okay. I heard an account join, but if you haven't checked attendance, you can type in the chat box. Okay. I will let you guys do the poll to choose your main function and sub item today, main item and sub item. But I will do that later. Okay. I will explain a little more detail to the activity first. Okay. And this will be one of the options for you to vote as well. Okay, is the umbrella and blend characteristic of cat. Okay, but umbrella is the main item. Okay, you will see the word integrate here. I will provide a little bit more example to it because I hope you guys could practice design by integration. Okay, regarding brainstorming, this is a recap from the video, but I do recommend you guys to watch the video in your own time too. This is on LEB2 Learn It tab, okay, in our class. Okay, first focus on expressing idea, expressiveness. When we have the prompt, right, the prompt design main item as umbrella, and the sub item is the characteristic of cat. Then everyone just take your time. For example, like 15 minutes. Everyone doesn't have to read others' idea yet. You just like post it to brainstorm regarding the umbrella. After that, you could brainstorm regarding the cat, for example. After at least 15 minutes, you could come back and take a look of everyone idea. Okay, and then you're like, is it enough for you to propose a design of umbrella? If it is, then you pursue to the next step to organize ideas, okay, into category or something. Okay, and then you could propose individual design. Okay. But if it's not enough, then you could allow yourself more time, like 5 more minutes, brainstorm a little bit more. Okay, that's also fine. Second part is do not evaluate think idea while brainstorming. Okay. Oh, this idea is impossible. You don't have to evaluate yet. You just post it there. And my lead teacher of the class of Miracle of Thinking, she suggests that whatever you post on the post-it, leave it there. Okay, you don't have to erase it. Just leave it there. If you already type and post it, just leave it there. Okay. The third part is focus on the amount of thought. For example, I have idea about rice cooker. The fact about rice cooker right now, it have sensor or it have like time. I'm not sure how it works, whether it reach the temperature and hold to it and then stop, or it is like time sensor. Okay, timing. Oh, it's reached 30 minutes, stop working like that. Okay. So that's the fact about it. There are other fact about rice cooker. For example, there are marked level of a volume of water that we should add. Okay. For example, we add 1 cup of rice. What are the volume level of the water? Okay, so that's another fact about rice cooker. So I could separate into different post-it as well. Okay. So focus on the amount of thought regarding the main item and the sub item. Okay. Lastly, focus on creating ideas. Then you start to build ideas to develop the concept for your product. So here is the link regarding brainstorming in addition to the video on LEB2. Okay. In the video also mentioned about role play. Okay, have you heard about this word? Role play, like imagine I am who I wanna be. Let's say I am Mark Zuckerberg. What would I think about this product? Something like that. So you role play, and then you could maybe somehow you may think in different perspective, and then you propose some idea. Okay, so in the video also mentioned that you can try role play as well. This is example of brainstorming board. I recommend you guys to use color coded. For example, my name is Vipawi. I use Post-it blue, like that. Okay, so you assign, okay, I want this color, you want this color, then you use that color for brainstorming. Okay. You could brainstorm about its external properties, its function, its energy, its materials, the technology that used in that rice cooker. But this board is more like fact about rice cooker, or about properties of it, what already currently available about it. You do not have to decide right now. You just propose about what you know about rice cooker. Okay. Regarding sub item, then you brainstorm similarly. You brainstorm the fact about it. You brainstorm properties of it, or you brainstorm where it lives. Okay, something like that. Okay, you don't have to decide yet. This one is just brainstorm about what you know about squid or octopus. Okay. You could also use mind mapping. Mind map allow you to see the main topic and then the subtopic regarding item that you brainstorm. Okay. Using pulsatile jet. Because that's about the squid, right? Appearance. Okay. This example of how we could brainstorm. You could think about different things about rice cooker, and then you brainstorm, and you this one you could use the color code is like for could be individual color. Okay, for example, yellow by Vipavi, blue by Nacha, like that. Okay, green by someone else, like that. For the squid, okay, you could similarly do the brainstorming. Okay. The second part here is once you finish the brainstorm, like let's say 15 minutes, if you add on, it will be like 20 minutes max. Okay, I would say max. And then you could categorize the idea. Some ideas similarly, you can put them in a group. Okay, the other is differently. It is about appearance, then you put in the group of appearance. Okay. So with that, it will help you to see big picture of the brainstorm ideas. Okay. For example, I could organizing them into different categories here. Abilities of squid, abilities of the rice cooker, texture of squid, cook soft, rice is soft. Okay, cook rice is soft, texture of your product, right? You don't have to have all the topic here. These are example, okay? But these are how one could organizing idea that you have brainstorm, okay? This is the for this activity today. This part will be individually. You could ask you could propose from the brainstorm idea, right? There are facts, there are properties. You could pick some idea to propose design for your main item. Okay. For example, detail one could come from student one, person one, right? That's okay. You could propose two detail as well. I don't mind. Okay. Or you could propose one detail. But each detail, remember, it need to combine main item and sub item as well. Okay. So you allow yourself to blending and selecting key concept for the product based on the brainstorming board, okay, that you have done with your classmate. Okay. For example, this is the individual propose. For example, I select cooking different food recipe for the rice cooker, and I select Lily's ink. I could select any post-it, okay? Doesn't have to be the one that I create. Okay, I could select from others in the group. And then I summarize that, I propose that this rice cooker can cook different food recipe with programmable seasoning injection. Maybe have an injection part, right? Wow, to add ingredient, okay, or seasoning part. So today, your class activity, you will screenshot the individual part here and submit on LEB2. Okay, so that everyone responsibility, okay, for today. I have the template for the brainstorming part, and then you could organizing your brainstorming idea, and then you propose your individual design like this, okay? Which concept is selected after the discussion with the team? On this part will be for next week. How did your team design? So next week, you need to decide as a team which concept you want to choose, okay? But for this week, you will propose individual design based on the brainstorming as a team, okay? You could use this template to submit on LEB2, or you could just screenshot and save as a picture and submit on LEB2. It's okay. Okay. The rubric is that I will see whether individually each person expressing supporting idea or one own thought, whether you present idea or thought with clear description of concept to introduce new unique idea. Is it the most stand out from others? Okay, I will assess based on the rubric here. The due date is today before 11 p.m. Okay. For the individual part. So today we aim to practice. I would say half of the number 3, level 3, because you don't have to negotiate as a group yet, but you need to propose your own individual. Okay. This one I skip. Okay, here I want you guys to see some example of integrative design. If you combine them, it will have like a intercept like this, right? But if you integrate them, it's like a one product together, all together. Okay. Here are example of combine. Okay, when you combine, you join them. You join the bicycle with the washing machine here. So that is combine. Okay. Integrate, meaning that it's become more like same product, just one product. Okay, I hope you guys can practice to integrate concept. Okay. Propose concept that are integrated. Here, develop a plastic fork. This one you integrate toothpick with the plastic fork. So it's become just one product. Okay. But you can remove it, right, and use it. Plastic fork with chopstick. So it's a one product, right? But you can use it different function. Here is another completed integrative. So we have learned when we look at the lotus leaf, right? Some of you might already play with it. When you have a droplet, the droplet usually does not spread out because there are microscopic texture and also could be nanoscopic texture on the lotus leaf if you like zoom in with microscope. Okay. With that idea in mind, people design painting, the color painting, to include micro and nano structure in it, so that when we paint it on the wall and water droplet or the rainfall, we just rolling through it. Doesn't stay very long. Okay. Meaning that the dust that the droplet carries would go down very fast. So it have less likely to deposit on the wall. Okay, so that's the idea. And then people integrate that idea and propose their product. Inspired by nature, emperor penguin, the color matching, right? So you can see the sweater color and also shape, right? Look alike, emperor penguin, okay? Or the skull of the dinosaur. I don't know the species of this one, but yeah, it looks strong, right? So they design helmet based on the skull of dinosaur. Large bill pearl, right? So people see the colors and then the style. So they design like a sweater with the hat, okay, protecting their face as well. Or even the drone inspired by butterfly. Okay, so the drone looks similar to the butterfly and its wing, right? So that's an example of integrative design. Okay, so I have provide the example to it. So for today, I will let you guys do the poll to vote for the main item and the sub item. Okay, I create some option. Okay, and then you could select. Let me send the poll to you guys. And also I will send the material to the Line group. Okay, so you could download it. Let me stop share here first.